This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
Hello, where we go? Welcome to season 17, episode number 3668. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. Montgomery! And you are the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has Mexican foods invented in America. We will play Profile This, plus headlines, Men's Room Shout of the Day, phone listener emails, and everyone's favorite TV Time with Ted.
Click. Clack.
Drinkity drunk. All right, here we go. A man drops his car off at a dealership for an oil change and is charged with murder when a worker there dies. Meanwhile, a Michigan man sells weed from a vending machine outside his house and now is going to jail, which is no surprise. Virgin Flight returns to airport after co-pilot admits he does not know how to fly a plane. If Lee Ted Smith brought home this family's puppy, he would truly go insane. And a Florida man with guns and cocaine tells cops he is Tyler Durden. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin it. And I'm getting there, man. I was like 4 words away. We will spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right, because as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Danny, who thought the term lip sync referred to a bidet and found a way to answer 16 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy. Big contestant to play Big Dummy. Call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Hold my jaws, away we go. Welcome to season 17, episode number 3668. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat, that is a fact. Head chef is back in the house, doing it authentic today with Ted's Meat Potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrating Cinco de Mayo the only way he knows how, with Mexican foods invented right here in America. That's right.
Spoiler alert. Most of the Mexican food you like was invented here.
Right. Is that right?
Yes. I'm guilty of it, too.
No, it's true, man. I told you we were in Mexico, 2 weeks ago, last week, whatever it was, and kind of like you can find a hamburger on pretty much any U.S. menu. They have tacos. That was it. Like, as far as everything else that I perceived as Mexican food, I'm like, man, I can't believe the things I don't have.
Well, Taco Bell
doesn't
serve
out today, like, because it's not Mexican.
Yeah, Taco Bell doesn't serve up a tamale.
Right, exactly.
Not exactly what they're known for. What percentage of typical Mexican food as we know it is American kind of based, I guess? Because there's Tex-Mex, there's...
Right, but we put the name in front of that to let you know.
Right, that it's kind of Tex-Mex. I guess it's just... some of the more popular things all of us order at Mexican restaurants, they were all invented here.
All right.
So, I mean, yeah.
So if you're from Mexico and you go to the U.S. and you're going to open a Mexican restaurant, I wonder if like 75% of the menu they had to learn how to make, right? You can say, we have our traditional stuff, that's about 25%. And then you go, Americans like this, man, so we have to learn how to make, quote-unquote, Mexican food.
What about the ultimate showstopper? The ultimate the thing that makes you stop and turn around.
Mexican pizza?
The only thing in any restaurant.
I know, it's my favorite.
Fajitas.
Well, we'll find out.
Okay, all right. I'm just wondering, because that's the one where you always turn around and go, ooh.
Did not see fajitas on any menu.
I have gotten the fajita.
I get them a lot.
Yeah, but I always order something else, then I hear them sizzling behind my head.
And then the smell.
I get a whiff. I'm like, you dummy. Should have got the fajitas. Mexican foods invented right here in America. Coming up with the head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes. Also coming up today, we'll do a little men's room happy hour for you exclusively on the Odyssey app as we go over to the Odyssey app Monday through Friday at 6. Search for the men's room happy hour channel. Once you download the app, which is absolutely free, you get more men's room. And today we'll do a little dirty big dummy in honor of the fact that today we do play the game known as Big Dummy. The way we play, you're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. We have a new biggest dummy. That would be the lovely Danny. It took her 16 questions last week to get one right, so we have a new champion as far as the biggest dummy is concerned.
Champion, the right word.
Well, it's the biggest dummy.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
It was like a 10-way tie there for a while, but Danny broke the mold and got real dumb real quick. Actually, it took a little while, but we finally got her to get one right. And every time we play the game known as Big Dummy, we like to do a little men's room poll. The last time we did the poll, we asked you, what could your partner use some help with? So your options were brains, body, face, personality. I think the most insulting thing here would be face. Because, look, body's your body.
Sure.
It is what it is. Everybody's genetically built different. Everybody's genetically...
If you say face, it means you're ugly, right? You can have a crappy personality. Yeah. You go, that's fine. Not everyone you meet likes you, right? Like you said, your body, you get older. I don't care. But right, when you say face, you're like,
Yeah.
There's no sugarcoating that.
Brain, some people are just smarter different ways.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, they might not have a lot of street smarts, but they're smart in other places. There's something there to work with.
There's something.
Right.
But your face, nope.
Personality, that would be a tough one to take, but a lot of people
that was harsh.
Well,
the personality.
If you're introverted, you probably don't care. And you're probably not very social, and it doesn't really, it's not that important to you maybe, or maybe it is. I don't know.
But if you're in a relationship, right? Like me and my wife can fight. We understand we're fighting, and in that moment, you would really like the personality to change. But at no point are we fighting, and I'm thinking she's looking at me going, God damn, he's ugly. Yeah. Like, it's just the worst.
What do you think a woman or another partner would rather hear? Especially with women. If you say, calm down, all right, that's a bad one. So would you rather hear, calm down, or you need to fix that face? I mean, either way.
This is the one time I'm taking calm down.
I'll take calm down, because eventually
you need to fix that face.
I will calm down. My face I can't fix.
Well, it's hard to insult somebody's face, too, when you're with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's not that you're not sometimes a good kisser. It's just, I don't like kissing you. Because you're ugly.
Miles, that face. I mean, everything about you is great, but that face,
I just don't know, right, but that's weird. Like, yeah, you are ugly. That's why I've been dating you for a year.
Great personality.
I knew when I looked across.
Fantastic body, but goddamn, you're ugly.
The first time I ever saw you, I looked across the room and went, oh, God. I knew I had to come over and say hi. So we asked you, what could your partner use some help with? And as we put up the poll there at the Twitter there at Men's Room Live, here's how things shook down. Coming in last at 3%, what could your partner use some help with? You said the face.
All right, good.
I think that's probably the first thing you notice with someone to kind of determine if you're attracted to them one way or another.
It depends what direction they're facing.
That is a good point.
Right? I mean, now look, the face will be the ultimate determinant. I was telling you the other day, man, I'm going home, this chick jogging with a boyfriend, and we're coming up behind him, and she, my God, she had a great body, right? So naturally, I don't look out the window to see what she looks like. It was disappointing. I mean, it just was, right? So, like, I was very attracted to you until I saw your face.
Yeah. Coming in at number 3, 24% said My partner could use some help with his brains. So nearly a fourth there on the votes. Personality came in at number 2 at 26%. And the number one thing that you said definitively that your partner could use some help with, that would be the body, coming in at 47%. So that was...
I mean, I will say this. I wouldn't say brains, but it is funny sometimes when you talk to somebody, and it doesn't relationships. Sometimes it's one of your friends.
Yeah.
And it's just something they just don't know. And you're just like, come on.
Right,
you can't be that dumb about this. And
but sometimes you just say dumb things, but before you realize how stupid you are, the words have already left your mouth. We were coming back from the gorge years ago, right? Everyone's hungover, but I think we may have been with Castle in a big camper or whatever. But we're riding back, man. We're still in Eastern Washington, and these are the words come out of my mouth as I'm taking in the desert. Like, man, it is beautiful out here. I swear to God, when I look outside, it reminds me of Army uniforms. And then I'm like, I really wish I had not have said that out loud. Because everyone looked at me. I said, no, I know. I was not tracking with how stupid of a statement that was.
I mean, we ran through it in the office today.
What's that?
I said, oh, this is cool. In the USFL, man, they're going to have a running clock in the first and third quarter.
And an incomplete pass.
Right.
Because I said, well, what about when you spike the ball to stop the clock? Technically, that's an incomplete pass. So I'm saying to Ted, the only flaw with this is, I want to stop the clock.
But you're not supposed to.
But now
that's what they're trying to keep you from doing is stopping the clock.
Ted goes,
that's the whole point.
He goes, no, that's why they're doing it in the first and third quarter, see?
The second
no one's
fourth.
really trying to stop the clock.
When's the last time somebody clocked a ball in the first or third quarter?
Like, you don't. Yeah. And I was like, God damn it, I wish I hadn't had
We got to get this kick up.
Right, Jesus. Before I get to the corner.
Bro, just head to the corner. We're just going to switch ends.
This week on the men's room poll, we are celebrating once again the head chef Ted's Meat and Potatoes with the Mexican foods invented in America with a pick of food to never eat again.
Never eat again.
To never eat again. So you get to keep 3, but for the most part, you got to get rid of 1. So we're going to start in honor of Cinco de Mayo with Mexican food. That would be the first that you would never be able to eat again. Okay. I'm a huge fan of Mexican food. I probably have it at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Easily.
So that's pretty standard. Number 2 would be Italian food. Now, keep in mind, back to the Mexican foods invented in America, we understand the origins of different things, but when you're thinking about this, think about it as an overall blanket. So, yes, Italian's going to include pizza.
Before the argument hops
Mexican
up.
includes Taco Bell.
Right. Exactly. Believe it or not.
Right.
Even if it's
we're a little loose on this, but we're covering the bases.
If it's a bagel and you put sauce and cheese and pepperoni on it, it's pizza.
Right, it's pizza.
Italian.
Combos.
That is as Italian as it gets.
Pizza-flavored combos.
Right.
Can't have that either.
Right. If there's a hint of oregano.
Right. Anything
It's
Italian.
Italian.
No, you can't have it.
If there's any cilantro, Mexican.
Right. That's it. So Mexican's number 1. Italian food is number 2. Lasagna, pasta, you get the idea. Number 3 would be Asian food. And depending on what you like, if that's Thai food, if that's Americanized Chinese food, or whatever you're into.
I love Asian food, man.
Sushi.
But that also, think about it, man. But that would also
Japanese
include Indian
steakhouses.
food.
Yep.
So you're losing your dumplings and your blank fried rice, but you're also losing whatever. Tandoori chicken, gone. Sushi, gone.
Basically, rice-based food.
There you go. We're broken down to oregano, cilantro, and rice.
Yeah, so far. And number 4 would be seafood. These would be foods that come from water, fresh or salt. You are done. You're never having any kind of seafood again. This is, I think, the hardest one because it does incorporate into all of the other types of food.
Right.
For the most part. So, there's fish tacos, Italian-wise. There's
I probably eat
fish
seafood the least, but enjoy it the most when I do.
Mm-hmm. That's what's tough about this poll. So I'm trying to think of everyday life.
I thought it was Italian.
Oh, yeah. But now I'm like,
And then
I
you
love
wanted to make
seafood.
meatballs.
Right.
But you can't even have meatballs with barbecue sauce. You know why? Because meatballs are Italian.
What if it's a meatless meatball?
I'll give you that.
Meatball.
What if it's a Swedish meatball? Oh, yeah.
Nah.
It's Italian.
Just because you don't like it
today.
doesn't mean-
come on.
Swedish meatballs are Italian today.
Let's face it, man. They just stole it from the Italians. Put a different sauce on it. It sucks. There's only one place that even serves that. That's IKEA, a furniture store. I mean, come on.
Turns out, though, meatballs come from Persia.
Which is...
Basically, it's like a rolled-up version of kofta.
All right.
Of kofta?
Isn't that what they call that, where it's like the beef and everything is on the stick? Mm-hmm. But it's like formed, right? It's not like like a piece of steak
it's like
or
a
something.
burger sickle, kind of.
But we know meatballs to be Italian.
No meatballs,
No, you're
goddammit.
right. Well, look, I was just gonna make meatball marinara.
I'll tell you
sandwich.
what. If you want to get Swedish meatballs, go ahead. If you love, you know what? Like, you're right, because a furniture store serves them most prominently. So you want your furniture store meat, knock yourself out.
Okay. That includes Italian hot beef sandwiches? Mm-hmm. I'd have to think.
Right, so I'm trying to think, what is, like, seafood I love. I don't eat it that often.
But when you do.
But I have craving. I'm trying to think of what could I really go without having.
Now, when
maybe
we say
you know what, I'm switching to Asian.
What if it's, and I know this is splitting hairs, but honest to God, I love a good sub sandwich, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't get the hot Italian.
You cannot.
All right. Just making sure you know, like the cold cuts.
It was invented in New Jersey.
You know it was.
You can't get a parm sandwich.
Right.
You can't get a meatball sandwich.
I got to go with Ted, man. I think I'm picking. And look, I love Asian food, but I mean, last night I come home and we're eating pizza, right? It's a staple. I got kids, which makes Asian a little easier. Actually, that's not true. My son loves Asian food. God damn it.
Yeah. This is not this hard, but we came up with it.
It's going to be tough today.
I'm going seafood on this one.
You're going seafood?
I'm going seafood on this one.
Okay.
Because I live with somebody who seafood is basically her coconut. So it's nowhere anywhere in our house. I've been living she hates seafood.
Why?
Hates seafood.
All kinds?
All kinds.
Huh.
Yeah, not doing it.
They all taste different.
I know. And she hates all of them individually.
I'll be darned.
Can't stand it. The smell, the taste, the texture, nothing.
Does that
deep fried
include
shrimp?
Like tuna out of the can?
That's
because does that qualify as seafood?
Yeah,
I think it does, but no one says it. You know what I mean?
It's certainly not her first pick when it comes to a sandwich.
But she could get through that.
I think so.
Okay.
If you drown it in enough mayonnaise, she might be able to stomach through it. But honestly, it has
Lobster.
to be no
king crab leg.
No,
shellfish?
Definitely not.
Has she ever had it?
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you doing this? Ted goes through this with mushrooms. I go through this with vegetables. Mike's now getting good.
Fried shrimp.
They rattle up everything.
Shrimp.
I don't like it.
I don't know how you hate shrimp either, Miles, but that is my
That doesn't
jam.
even make sense.
I love it.
Salmon.
No, of course not.
Miles, I'll put it to you this way. Mike and I have been planning for about a year now to go to the crab pot.
Yep.
But we got to wait till we have a day off where she's not in town.
To where I can take my ankle chain off and I can go and join a chain.
Because he's like, because we were to go somewhere else, and he's like, yeah, she'll eat at that restaurant. I'm like, all right, well, me and you will go.
Do they have a kids menu there?
Right, get like chicken nuggets or something like that.
Like chicken nuggets.
I'm sure
You know what? I guarantee.
I feel confident any restaurant has chicken
you can
fingers.
get her some apple slices and a grilled cheese.
Stuff her nose so she doesn't just get hit with that wall of seafood smell.
She'll get a cup with a lid, you know.
There we go.
The whole nine. She can be reckless.
But how often do we eat seafood? So I'm saying, like, you can get rid.
It's not that,
Right.
but I don't know if I could just get rid. Because like I said, man, it's not that I eat it all the time. Because if I don't get around to it, quote unquote, at home, it just starts to stink in your fridge, right?
Yeah.
It's a difficult selection of a restaurant when you have kids, but otherwise, if it's just me and the wife, 9 times out of 10 we end up eating seafood. If it's just, and I think we do it because kids ruin that kind of experience.
I've got like 2.
But I enjoy, dude, every summer we do that big ass crab feast. Like, I'm not giving that up.
Yeah.
I have 4, at least 4 frozen
crab
bags
dip, Ted.
of
My
seafood.
wife would never make you crab dip again.
Crab cakes.
Would you be okay? No.
I think I'm going to go Asian.
Yeah, that's my thought.
I think I'm gonna go.
I'll miss my dumplings. God damn.
I'll miss sushi the most. If I take
Is that
Asian.
your scarecrow of the Asian food world?
I'm more apt to like get sushi on a weekend than I am to get Chinese food.
Dude, I bought sushi at the freaking grocery store the other night.
Yeah.
Because we went to the bar, and our daughter texted and wanted blueberries. So I'm like, all right, I'll go with it. Serious, I swear to God. We're
She
sitting
has
at the
not
bar.
lost that craving yet.
No. You don't know how much money I spend. It's ungoddamn believable. I try not to pay attention to
Do
how
you have
much.
stains all over your house?
No, she's very good about it.
Okay.
She's good about it now because she was not always very good about it. So I have made it very clear, with the blueberries and
You
all
drop
that.
an M&M, that's one thing. You get a little chocolate on the floor, you wipe it up.
Whatever.
You drop a blueberry, man,
It's a nightmare.
you're screwed.
So yeah, she literally texted us. We're about to leave the bar, get a text. Wife holds it up, says, "This is from your daughter. Could you grab blueberries and ice cream? Please, please, please." Sure. Mm-hmm. And I grabbed sushi because it was there.
Right. All right, let's get into this. The game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Cameron. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hola.
Hola. Cameron, sober, not sober?
Not sober.
Not sober Cameron. All right, Cameron, you get to pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood. What are you doing?
I would have to go with Asian food.
All right.
Someone here says, F the hot Italian. Give me a banh mi any day of the week. That's a tough one to get rid of.
That is a good one.
And someone asked a question, what about imitation crab meat? It's not real seafood. It is real seafood. It's not real crab.
It's fish.
It is fish.
Yeah, it's a bunch of little fish smashed together.
Yeah, so at least you're getting seafood. It's just not crab.
But you can't have it.
So no, it's a It's basically the equivalent of gefilte fish, but it tastes better. Oh, everything tastes better in gefilte fish. I don't even know if they have a natural predator. That's why horseradish was invented. Mm-hmm. Smothered on that. All right, Cameron. Here is your question. In Roman numerals, what does the letter D represent? 8 inches.
50.
D. Come on, D.
100.
That's C.
10,000?
1,000. 500.
500.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. All I know is C is 100, M is 1,000.
M's 1,000.
I can only count to like 57 in Roman numerals. Or 53. How many Super Bowls have we had?
That don't even make sense.
56?
All right. Because it just repeats itself. You just got to change that front letter.
Well, they throw in an X sometimes.
Yeah, that's 10.
Yeah.
And then it'll repeat again. I mean, if you can count 1 through 9.
Count Roman numerals.
Like, that's why I say I can only count to 27. Like it just keeps repeating, man. All right. Here is your question. Barry Allen is the alter ego of what superhero?
The Flash.
Bingo.
There you go. Anyone know that before the movies came out? And before the nerds start flooding me, I know you knew. I'm saying the average person, right? Like everyone knew
movies any good?
Again,
See, I was a big fan of the Flash growing up. I thought he was one of the cooler DC superheroes.
I did not dislike the Justice League movie they put out. A lot of people killed it. They hated it. It was fine. Honestly, my biggest problem with the Justice League movie, right? So Flash, the character, kind of entertaining. But the way they had to do the special effects to show him running fast, clearly as an actor, he's just like on a treadmill or something. So he's kind of moving his arms, and then the CGI, all the scenery going real fast. But it looks so stupid. Like his body language looks so dumb that all I could think when I watch this movie is, if he could run that fast, and that's the way he runs, Superman would make fun of him. Mm-hmm. It is the dumb. I can't explain it. It just looks.
And shouldn't he be a wide receiver in the NFL? Shouldn't that be his ultra
He's studying to be a lawyer or something like that.
He would draw too much attention, Miles.
No, he wouldn't. He'd be freaking
He'd be the Flash.
He'd have Super Bowl trophy hoisted above his head, man.
Yeah. Every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Dummy.
Hello, Nick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hola. Nick, sober, not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Nick. Welcome to Big Dummy. Okay. Pick a food to never eat again.
God damn it.
Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
I'm going to go with Italian, even though my wife's going to hate me saying that.
Well, she hates a lot of the things you say. That's what marriage is. Ted, did you say you're giving up which one?
Not positive. You know what? I'm going to say Asian.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Well, somebody here pointed out, and they're right, says, we were talking about Asian food. We both agreed sushi might be what you miss most.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, but sushi's raw fish. It's also seafood. So if you pick Asian or seafood, sushi's out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Can't eat seafood in the form of sushi.
In the form of sushi.
Correct.
Right? You can watch me eat sushi. I'm going to tell you don't know what you're missing.
I thought you were taking Asian as well.
I can't just eat raw salmon then?
You could.
All right.
So what, if you get rid of Asian, so you just eat the raw salmon, you just won't eat it wrapped in the rice and seaweed.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. I'll eat it nigiri.
All right, one more quick question. If I give up Asian, can I still get Asian zing as a flavor? at Buffalo Wild Wings?
No. Well, it's called Asian.
No more teriyaki?
No.
That was invented in Hong Kong.
Yeah. It's even called Asian zing. Done. There's no zing for you. All right, Nick, here is your question. The house that Ruth built is the nickname of what baseball stadium?
Gosh, I don't know baseball. Just got to throw Safeco out there because I have no idea.
Nice.
Well, first of all, it's T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Don't feel bad. I always forget. Yankee Stadium in New York. They say the Flash TV show is pretty good. There you go, Miles. On Hulu. All right, your question. You got a 1 in 7 chance on this. Mount Kosciuszko is the highest mountain on which continent? I had to write it phonetically. Kosciuszko.
Africa?
That's Kilimanjaro. Is it Antarctica?
Nope. Australia.
Oh.
I don't say it like that.
Oh, that's one you can.
It's one of the continents, man.
Apparently you can day hike that.
Hey, Nick, hang on the line for us, man. We'll get back to you.
More Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. If you'd like to be a contestant, I think we still have Nick on the line. He's playing for Team Sober. And Nick, you are on question number 3, I believe.
Welcome back to the program, Nick. Here is question number 3 for you. Lake Tahoe. It's located in what 2 states?
Nevada, California.
Boom. That's it. Very good. Very good. Big Dummy is game.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Bobby. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Bobby, sober, not sober?
I'm on my way to Margaritaville right now. Smoking a patty.
All right, Bobby. That a boy, Bobby. Think of food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood. Where are you going?
Asian.
Asian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What food would you miss most?
Top ramen.
Okay.
Okay.
Ramen.
The authentic Asian treat. That is top ramen.
Yeah, well,
You're living large, Bobby.
man. I'm a disabled old truck driver, and I lived on top ramen.
Okay.
All right. That's fair.
I was a broke-ass teenager. Lived on top ramen.
Yeah.
You can buy, I mean, people would say, hey, man, they sell a dozen for $1.20. Like, I'm in.
I feel like everybody at some point in their life lived on top ramen.
You did, because, I mean, it saved you money, right?
And it's delicious.
It's really not.
forget.
I took like a decade off because I ate it so much when I was broke. And now I got like a pantry stocked with that stuff, man.
Oh, I always add hot sauce to it.
You got to add something. You never just eat those straight noodles. All right, here's your question. And by the way, if you did eat top ramen, you can't even use the Asian flavor anymore.
No. I thought top ramen was Oriental.
I thought they changed it, right?
Or did they change it finally?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Can we find out, Mike?
I think it's just that and rugs.
Yeah, there's Oriental rugs. Otherwise, don't say it. All right, here's your question. Who coached the Chicago Bulls to their first NBA championship in 1991?
Man, I can't remember his name.
Very famous coach.
Yeah. Well, let me try this. That would be Uranus, Rev.
I appreciate the guess. Yeah. I would like to say my aim is head coach the Bulls to the first championship. No,
Phil Jackson?
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
He's the cousin of Michael.
Yeah. Taller.
A little bit taller, yeah. All right, your question.
A little bit lighter.
A little bit lighter. Well, Michael was getting there. Who wrote Moby Dick?
Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson. Any guesses from the Peanut Gallery? Moby Dick.
I know. I mean, it's such a famous book, but who wrote it? It's tough. Moby Dick. I mean, I could see the. I'm just going to keep saying Moby Dick. I hope it comes to me.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
Her.
Her.
Ben-Hur.
Herman
Melville.
Herman Melville. Yes,
Herman
indeed.
Melville.
Yeah, it's right.
You're saying her. I was like, is it a female?
I know.
Never heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's the guy that wrote Moby Dick.
Yep.
Now you know.
Okay.
Looks like top ramen switched to soy sauce flavor.
Oh, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Does it say what year they switched to it?
No, it is not.
Okay. All right, here's a very important question for you.
I mean, I feel like now they're just being honest.
I know.
We're not going to lie to you.
It's salt, bro.
Like, listen, it's soy sauce.
Right.
That's all it is.
All right, your question, multiple choice. An Iraqi man became the new Guinness Book of World Record holder for the most M&Ms stacked. How many did he stack on top of each other? 4, 7, 8, or 9?
9.
That would be impossible. Are you kidding me, Bobby? No, 7.
7 M&Ms.
Didn't someone just break it
Yes,
like
it's
last year
every
with
week.
5 or something like
It's
that?
every week. There's people sitting there stacking M&Ms.
Are you proud of yourself? I mean, I guess you're proud of yourself, but like, do you actually call your mother to say, Mom, you're never going to believe this. Remember all that money you spent for me to go to college and all those hard times I gave you?
Paid off.
I'm in the Guinness book. I stacked 7 M&Ms.
Oh, I love you, honey.
It's time to stack them. Too delicious.
I knew you were special.
I know.
Hey, I didn't like my mother.
Okay.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
I guess you'll be just fine on Sunday then.
Why did you not like your mom?
She just was. I was the middle child.
Okay.
So was I. I love
you know, and she just treated me like crap.
Because you're the middle kid is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's uplifting.
Man, oh man. All those middle children out there are like, yay, the future looks bright.
Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah. Motivational speaking every Sunday. All right, here's your question.
Happy Mother's Day.
A reminder, everyone, Mother's Day.
Is she still around, Bobby?
Oh, no.
Okay. But you don't care about that, do you?
No.
All right. Did you say anything at the funeral?
No.
Did you speak to anybody?
I didn't go to the funeral.
Oh, wow.
I grew up in Detroit. I'm living out here in Hoodsport now.
Yeah, but it just seems like an event of a parent's death. Didn't
Right.
You hook yourself up with a plane ticket and you go to the funeral. And they don't do it.
I got in a lot of trouble, and my dad always had my back, but my mother never did.
All right. Okay. Middle child.
Okay.
The only good thing she ever did was make me eat my vegetables.
All right. Yeah. My mom tried. It was futile.
Okay.
All right, here's your question, Mom loving Bobby. What is the 4th planet from the sun?
Mars.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know that one.
Ted, what were you thinking? I saw you searching your brain.
All right, this is one of those things where I'm going to sound like a complete idiot. I for some reason, I only realized like a month ago that show was called Third Planet from the Sun.
No!
We're the third planet.
God damn it, Ted!
Come on. I was hanging out with some kid, and they were like showing me their science project, and I was like, no S. All right. Yeah, learned me up today.
Jimi Hendrix has a song, Third Stone from the Sun.
No. I mean, trust me, everything came flooding to me. It might have been
How many
Miggs
epiphanies did you have? Like, man.
You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, it might have been Miggs. He was showing me something his kid watched or something. I was like, that's a really good way to learn.
I am amazed by that.
Yeah.
The show has been off the air for like 18 years. Yeah. And a month ago, you realized why they called it that.
Right, because it was like 2 weeks ago. Remember I came in, I was like, bro, Jupiter is massive.
Oh, is that the day? Yeah. Ted was sort of like, it's a big-ass planet, man.
Putting the rest of us to shame.
Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hola.
Hola.
Josh, sober, not sober.
Sober, stuck in traffic.
All right, Josh. Welcome to Big Dummy.
It's going to be one of those days with the weather.
Pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood. What are you taking?
Gonna have to say seafood, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, last year I ended up getting gout, and they told me I got to drop seafood. Uric acid type stuff.
So you're already there. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you tried just to see if you could eat it?
Right.
And did you get gout when you did?
You know what? I eat shrimp and red meat all the time, and it's never flared back up.
All right. Well,
don't worry. When you don't want it to, it'll come back.
Right. Is there ever a time you want it to?
Right. It's only like, and it only flares up on like a Thursday if you have a big weekend plan.
Right.
Thanks, Ted.
Sorry, man. Them's the rules.
We are radiating positivity on today's show.
Yeah.
I ran a question. You get along with your mother?
I loved my mother. Unfortunately, she's not with us anymore. But yeah, I would have given my life for my mom. I don't know what that dude's problem was.
You tell him, Josh.
Middle child, man. Middle child. All right, Josh. Here's your question. In the Popeye comics, on what day would Wimpy gladly pay you for a hamburger?
I'm glad you said hamburger.
Jesus.
He said this every
Tuesday.
There it is.
Tuesday. Better.
I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday.
Big Dummy is the game, 206-421-ROM.
Then it sounds like you'll reluctantly pay me today.
Right. Hello, Zach. Welcome to the men's room.
Boo, bitches.
Boo. Zach, sober, not sober?
So sober.
So sober, Zach. Welcome to the program and Big Dummy. Okay, pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
I'll probably go the rest of my life without eating seafood anyway, so seafood.
Why are you going to go the rest of your life without eating seafood anyway?
Man, I had a really bad experience when I was like 11 or 12, and
what do you mean a really bad experience? Let me ask you a question.
You ate some seafood, and then what happened?
I crapped my pants.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Hey, Zach? Okay. Zach, have you ever had really bad experience in the bedroom?
No, not like that.
Okay, all right. So don't give up, brother.
No, good answer.
Don't give up.
Yeah, but
just one time.
He has a standard.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I've not pooped myself during sex. Therefore, the seafood seems worse. How long did it take you to poop your pants after you ate the seafood?
Oh, man, Thrill. It was like the next morning, and I was at the Boys and Girls Club, and it was just not good.
Do you remember what kind of seafood you ate?
It was salmon.
All right.
Got the salmon squirts. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
I think you can give it another shot. I think enough time's gone by.
Shot, he said. Give it another shot. Damn. All right there, salmon squirts. Here is your question. What state is home to Clemson University?
Tennessee.
South Carolina.
South Kakalaki.
It's the most exciting 30 seconds in sports.
That's what I say to the ladies in the bedroom.
When they run down that hill, it is awesome.
You ever see anyone eat it when they're running down the hill?
I'm sure over the years people must have.
Right, it has, but I'm wondering, you know, like when there's a bike crash during the race, like one person goes down and then it's just a domino effect.
I mean, it is steep.
That's what I'm saying, man. I just feel like one year I'm going to watch it and I'm going to be like, tragedy at Clemson University today. 47 people piled up.
I'm going to look it up. I'm sure it's there's got to be film. Like, because I mean, they run down that hill every
it's happened
for what 30 years.
If it's happened and there's not film, then I don't care. All right, your question: what was the name of the shipwrecked boat on Gilligan's Island?
The Guppy.
No, the Guppy. Goddammit, it's Captain Crunch's boat. The USS Minnow was the one that was stuck on Gilligan's Island.
The minnow would be lost.
The ship sank ground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire,
correct,
and his wife, the movie star whore, the professor and Mary Ann. Here on Gilligan's Island. By the way, is his first name Gilligan or was his last name Gilligan?
Gilligan! So I'm saying first.
Yeah, but like I always call Castle, his first name's Ryan. Wait, who would name the child Gilligan?
I don't know too many Gilligans.
That's what I'm saying. Now, if he were a brother, I'd be like, I get it. Right, because we just like to make up names. What'd you name your kid? I don't know.
If you name your kid Gilligan, he'd play in the NBA.
Gilligan for 3.
You would hope he's MVP just for the name.
Where's a bucket hat?
That's a good call. Is that his first name or his last name?
Put a dollar bet on this. I'm saying last name.
Without question.
I'm saying last name. Yeah,
it's not like Tony Gilligan.
But also,
Gilligan what?
Wasn't the skipper? Weren't they in the Navy together before?
I don't know.
I made that up, I think.
I was going to say, I don't remember that deep episode where they connected. Skipper, I always wanted to tell you, we're on to Indianapolis and our friends are getting eaten by sharks.
Yeah, to me, I just assumed they served time together.
Says none of the show's episodes ever specify Gilligan's full name or clearly indicate whether Gilligan is the character's given or surname.
I bet you it's like a Swahili word for dumbass. You don't realize that's a nickname. All right, here's your question. The Battle of Yorktown was the last battle of what war?
1812.
The American Revolution.
A lot of wars.
All right, Ted, I know you know the answer to this. Balsam, Fraser, and Douglas are all types of what?
trees.
Correct. Specifically furs.
Yes.
Specifically furs.
Is that just because they're an expensive tree? Is that why you've always been on those?
No, because they hold the bulbs and lights better.
Oh, okay.
Spruces, I feel like kind of go limp. And like they're all drooping around.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you when I was writing this question. What is the difference between a fir, a spruce, or the rest?
Like I like a blue spruce.
Well, Bruce Spruce was a good comedian. I think spruces just have like longer needles, and for some reason they don't seem as strong to me. Like you see,
okay,
there's two types of trees, but like to me, a noble or a Fraser fir, they're a little more expensive, but it's
they
a
kind of
sturdier
hold their
tree.
triangle shape.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right. So that's what it is.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421 Ron.
Now I will say though, I did meet the spruce up in Stanwood at the Lights of Christmas once. That was pretty cool.
Does he go by Spruce Willis? Spruce Springsteen?
No, but he is on the naughty list.
Oh Lord. How about Spruce Lee?
So it says the spruce has a 4-angled needle, meaning that you can roll it between your thumb and forefinger. A fir needle is 2-angled and therefore flat, so you can't roll it.
Okay, now we know. All right. Hello, Tyler. Welcome to the men's room. Jeez.
Men's Day.
Men's Day. What up?
Hola, Tyler. Are you sober? Not sober?
Sober.
All right, Tyler. Welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, our men's room poll. Pick a food to never eat again: Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go with seafood.
Seafood. Right. Shocked by this.
By the way, gentlemen, we've got an influx of texts coming in from people that seem to be in the know, and they all 100% agree on the name Gilligan. Apparently, Gilligan is in fact his last name. According to everyone, his name is Willie Gilligan.
Oh, Willie Gilligan.
Willie Gilligan, that's right.
Were you sure?
Look, his name is Willie Gilligan, followed by Gilligan was his last name, Willie is his first name. Followed by Gilligan's first name was Willie, but never disclosed on the show. Willie is Gilligan's first name. Gilligan's full name is Willie Gilligan. Thrill, you idiot, not the USS Minnow, the SS Minnow. You're correct, my apologies. Gilligan's first name is Willie, followed by Willie.
See, that's why I thought they were in the military together.
William Willie Gilligan was the first mate on the SS Minnow, captained by Captain Jonas Grumby, who's the skipper.
Well, now it sounds like Gilligan can ball.
Yeah.
We're
If you
talking
said, dude,
like,
we drafted Willie Gilligan.
Yeah.
I've never heard the kid. He's got to be great.
Yeah, you remember Willie Gilligan. Played with Bob Cousy.
Willie Gilligan.
Right?
Goddamn.
He could shoot that 3-ball. It was only worth 2.
All right, your question. According to legend, what outlaw killed one man for each of the 21 years that he lived?
Outlaw.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Andrew Jackson.
Yes, Andrew Jackson, known murderer. But in this case, that'd be Billy the Kid. Not to be confused with Willie Gilligan.
Gilligan is also a term in mariner slang for an unlucky or jinxed member of a ship's crew.
So I was close with the Swahili thing. It's probably an insult.
Yeah.
So basically, he's like Willie Dumbass.
Apparently that's false.
Wait, what's false?
That his name is Willie.
God damn it. All right.
Says a few events in the early 90s spurred the claim that Gilligan was a surname and that the character's first name was Willie. TBS finally aired the pilot of Gilligan's Island in 1992, and TV got announced in 93 that it had discovered that Gilligan's first name was supposed to be Willie. Somehow the pilot, the first regularly broadcast episode, and the TV Guide claim became conflated in the public's mind, producing an oft-repeated but erroneous bit of television trivia. It is false.
So they wanted to call him Willie.
Right, but it never actually was.
But it's not actually Willie.
So it's true, but it's not true.
Okay, there you go. I cannot believe we went down a rabbit hole of Gilligan's Island. All right, Tyler, here's your next question. Which of the 6 stars from Friends is the oldest?
Jennifer Aniston.
I'll say Lisa Kudrow.
It is, in fact, Lisa Kudrow, also known as Phoebe.
All right.
Tyler, hold the line for us,
More
man.
Big Dummy coming up, 206-421 Rock.